Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. Before we get started, please hit that thumbs up button and consider subscribing to the channel. Today we're talking about Montrell Williams, a 2-year-old missing boy from the Bronx, New York, who tragically disappeared and has now taken a devastating turn after vanishing on May 10th, 2025 during a custodial visit with his father. Montrell was the subject of growing concern and widespread search efforts. Now, after weeks of unanswered questions and emotional turmoil, a toddler's body, believed to be Montrell, has been discovered in the East River.
Come along with me. Together with the truth you see. Got our pearls and our laughter too. The search for facts is always new. In this place we keep it real. Classy vibes and joyful zeal. Join the journey, it's just begun. We shine brighter than the sun.
Together through the storm and darkest weather. We search high, we search low. Together everywhere we go. Justin's here and he's going live with the best fans by my side. We're a family, we hold strong. Together we can right the wrong. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars. Searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea. We are one in this community. Daily grind, but we're not stopping. stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care. We clutch them pearls, we shine like stars, searching wide, spreading love afar. Every stream, every heartfelt plea, we are one in this community. In the night or in the day, pearls will light and lead the way. Justice heart and your support, together we will hold the fort. Lily grind, but we're not stopping. Pearls around the world just popping. With each view and every share, we send hope and show we care.
Well, hello, my beautiful pearls. Thank you all so much for joining me. I really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options, anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is June 11th, 2025. It is currently 5:30 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Yes. Yes, this is going to be a quick live. And then we're going to be doing a live right after this as well. Thank you all. Really do appreciate you. Guys, do me a favor. Please hit that thumbs up button. Consider sharing this live out. This is such a sad story, what I'm going to be telling you. Little guy, he is so adorable. His 2-year-old little boy named Montrell Williams, who very, very sadly is no longer with us. Cutest little guy. Cutest little guy. And so we're going to be covering this as more things develop. I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of a back story on this. So it's the heartbreaking story of 2-year-old Montrell Williams, who is from the Bronx, New York, who tragically disappeared, and it's really taken a devastating turn. After vanishing on May 10th, I think it was May 10th, 2025, during a custodial visit with his father, Montrell was the subject of growing concern and widespread search efforts. Now, after weeks of unanswered questions, the toddler's body is believed to have been little 2-year-old Montrell, has been discovered in the East River in New York City. What began as a delayed missing child report is now being investigated in a likely homicide, and his father, Arius Williams, is at the center of all of it. From shocking surveillance footage to an alleged, quote, knife-pointed confession, this has really gripped the city of New York, specifically the Bronx. I know it's gripped a lot of you guys because you guys asked me to cover this. So we're kind of doing a breakdown. We're going to cover the timeline really quickly, possibly motive, law enforcement responses, and what this is going to look like for justice for Montrell. So on May 10th, 2025, in the evening, Montrell was last seen alive with his father, Arius Williams, during a scheduled visit. His dad, Arius Williams, by the way, is 19, and his mother is, I believe she's 17 years old. Surveillance footage shows Arius walking alone, apparently without a child. The next day, May 11th, early morning, Arias is allegedly caught on surveillance discarding a black bag into the Bronx River near the Buckner Expressway. Now, where was little Montrell the entire month? Nothing was done for a month. Until May 30th, 2025, Montrell's 17-year-old mother files a custodial interference complaint after being unable to reach Arias, the father, or locate Montrell for nearly 3 weeks. June 7th, 4 days ago, Arias is spotted by the mother in public and she confronts him. He allegedly pulls a knife and confesses, quote, "I threw him off the Bruckner Bridge." Police respond and take Arias into custody. He is held without bail. June 9th, 2 days ago, Arias appears in Bronx family court. He refused to disclose Montrell's whereabouts and is remanded. On June 11th, 2025, today, New York PD. One second. So today, New York PD Harbor Unit recovers the body of a toddler from the East River near the Whitestone Bridge. The child is wrapped in a blanket, wearing a diaper and one sock. While not yet officially confirmed, sources believe the remains of those of Montrell Williams. The investigation In this investigation, there is surveillance evidence that shows Arias alone, late May 10th, disposing of a suspicious black bag into the Bronx River. He also allegedly confessed to the 17-year-old child's mother. Initial reports were logged as a domestic incident, not a missing child. Internal Affairs are reviewing the NYPD's response. Right now, 19-year-old Arius Williams is currently in jail on Riker Island with no bail. Right now, he is only charged with custodial interference so far. Additional charges, including possibly homicide, are expected following the autopsy and confirmation of the identity. There's been a lot of systematic failures in this, the way that it was logged, the way it took for so long for this to happen, right? So it is nothing but the grace of God, in my opinion, that little Montrell was found in the first place. I mean, after that long of being thrown in the river, they still found him. So God bless the divers and everyone else that has been searching for them. I want to show you guys a couple things. He is just as cute as a button. Look at this. Guys, please hit that thumbs up so we can get this out. Really, really look at him. He's just as cute as a button. Really, really sad. This was June 9th. I want to show you, this was before he was found. So much going on here. All right, here we go. Credit goes to ABC 7 New York. Link for everything we play will be provided in the description, so you guys can go back and watch that as well. Let me do this. Bear with me. Here we go.
Just 2 years old. According to police, he was last seen with his dad back on May 10th.
The boy dropped off at his dad's home in Hunts Point by his mother. But the question tonight, where is the child?
Eyewitness News reporter Lindsay Tuckman live in the monument section tonight outside the precinct where the boy's father was also questioned by authorities today. Lindsay, what do we know?
Mike Sade, that mother is.
And you know, you've got two very young parents. Again, mom is still a minor, 17 years old. She's a kid herself, right? She's a kid herself. And dad, he is 19 years old, still not even age to drinking age. What happened? What was the motive for this? Did he just, you know, was he crying one night and he couldn't get him settled and he snapped? Like, what happened?
In a panic, and the father, as you mentioned, is still being questioned. We're told that he's here at the 40th precinct being questioned because of some concerning statements he shared regarding the safety of that 2-year-old boy. Now, neighbors and community members are wondering why a month after he was last seen, that young boy is just now being looked for.
Guys, how often is it nowadays that kids are missing days, months, even years without being reported missing? It is just becoming almost a common occurrence.
A desperate search continues in the Bronx for 2-year-old Montrell Williams, a young child with a sweet smile, last seen a month ago wearing a white shirt and a diaper. His father now being questioned regarding his whereabouts.
What we can do is just hope and pray that he's okay and that he's returned safely.
According to the NYPD, 2-year-old Montrell, who lives in the Melrose section of the Bronx, was last known to be with his father in nearby Hunts Point for a custodial visitation on May 10th. Neighbors shocked he hasn't been seen since then.
I didn't even know.
I wonder if he lives, I'm sure the 17-year-old lives with her parents. I'm sure probably the 19-year-old lives with his parents or roommates or something, because it's New York City. Rent is very, very expensive in New York.
Oh, he was missing.
The toddler's mother says she saw his father today and asked where their son was. His response ringing alarm bells. She told police who brought the man in to the 40th precinct. Officials say his initial statements raised concerns about the child's safety.
I have kids myself, so yeah, it hurts as a parent.
I mean, she found dad and confronted him. He puts a knife on her and he says he did this to their child. Sounds like he's a dangerous man.
I mean, I can only imagine what his mom is going through right now.
Now, police are asking if anyone has seen the young boy or recognizes him from those photos or has any information to come forward and let them know as soon as possible. As of now, no arrests have been made. Live in the Bronx, Lindsay Tuckman, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Okay, so that was a couple days ago when that aired. 2 days ago. Just a few hours ago, they have pulled the remains, what they believe the remains of little Montrell out of the river. Here we go.
To tell you about an update to a story we have been following. We've got some breaking news to tell you about an update to a story we have been following in the Bronx. Investigators believe they have located the body of a missing 2-year-old boy. Police say 2-year-old
Want to give you guys a trigger warning.
Montrell Williams was taken by his father from his grandmother's house back on May 9th and was never returned.
How does one do this to their child? And just go to that bridge with a backpack and drop their deceased child into the river. How does one do that? These kids deserve.
The father later told the mother that he had tossed that little boy into the Bronx River. That 20-year-old dad remains in custody. The medical examiner will confirm the identification. We have a crew headed to the scene right now.
It's been so long that I don't know if they'll be able to see the cause of death. We know the manner of death is obviously homicide, but how the father did this to this 2-year-old little boy.
Now, and we, of course, will bring you the very latest, starting on Eyewitness News first at 4. We've got.
So there's that. Let me show you some more pictures of little Montrell. Just a cute little baby. Cute little New Yorker. Little New York baby. It's got the cutest little smile. 2 years old, right? Like, you've got to be real demented to do something like that. Real demented, right? Let me see here. So, like I said, dad is in Riker Island right now, which is exactly where his ass needs to be, if you ask me. It's truly nothing, like I said, the grace of God that he was found still in that area, right? Now, Arius Williams, the dad, he does not have a widely criminal record, but the circumstances around this case have definitely revealed a deeply understandable concerning of pattern behavior. And he does have a turbulent relationship history. He was involved, obviously, with the minor, the mother, Montrell's mother. She's only 17 now. So she had to been, what, 14 or 15 back when she was with Arius. So that raises what? Okay, so he's 19. So I guess they would, well, I guess he would have been a minor too at that time, right? But they've had a kind of a toxic co-parenting relationship, from what I understand. According to people close to the situation, Arius displayed emotional immaturity, volatility, and the inability to regulate anger. Several verbal arguments and confrontations have occurred over visitation rights and family dynamics. Unstable living conditions as well. Arius reportedly lacked stable employment or housing, compounding the emotional and logistical stress he may have felt while saying to attempt to care for his kid. Sometimes I think a lot of these people want to fight over just having the kid rather than thinking about the child once they have the kid in their custody, right? Yes, the baby was Lolo. You know, I think for a lot of times for them, it's just like, oh yeah, you're not going to let me see my child, I'm going to fight you for custody. And they don't even have a plan to take care of him to begin with. You know what I mean? So he was very ill-equipped, emotionally, mentally, physically, structurally, responsibly, for fatherhood. Never should have had the kid, in my opinion. I think this is probably going to be a case that he was impulsed by rage. He snapped. And I think we can safely say, in my opinion, since he held a knife against 17-year-old mother, it shows that he can snap very easily. What did he do with, you know, Montrell? He did not report Montrell missing at all. He still would not have told the mother where Montrell was if she hadn't tracked his ass down. He made no attempt to explain the situation to the child's mother, law enforcement, anything like that. In my opinion, that speaks volumes about alleged guilt. Also avoiding the situation and concealing the situation. Now, like I was talking about earlier, I think this is going to be a rather easy case to prosecute because surveillance allegedly shows him tossing a black bag into the Bronx River. It confirmed to contain Montrell's remains and or related evidence. It shows premeditation and an attempt to obstruct justice. Montrell's mom also says that Ari confessed to her when he pulled the knife on her. Arius was in court June 9th, refusing to reveal Montrell's location. They went to court 2 days ago. 2 days ago, before he was arrested. And the father would not tell where Montrell was, knowing he allegedly threw him off a bridge and into the river. Now he's in Riker, but then he would not say anything at the time. So there's the new NYPD has been on this. Again, there's a real problem in how this was reported. It showed up as, again, a domestic incident rather than a missing child. And so they need to get that stuff straightened out and fixed, because this could have, been dealt with a lot earlier. All right, let me show you this. Where's the grandparents? Let me see, 1 second.
New York cops fear that little boy is dead after being tossed into the Bronx River by his own father. That father in custody tonight. And Eyewitness News reporter Lucy Yang talked to that little boy's family.
Scuba teams continued to search in the Bronx River on Tuesday while family members paced anxiously in the rain.
I love them and bring my grandbaby back.
This is Garrison
Right
Park
here.
in Hunts Point
Right here is the grandparents.
in the rain.
I love them and bring my grandbaby back.
This is Garrison Park in Hunts Point
How about you show your face, Grandma?
under the Bruckner Expressway. It's feared it has become a watery grave for 2-year-old Montrell Williams. Detectives reportedly have surveillance video showing Montrell's father throwing a black bag into the river. Back on May 9th, the 20-year-old father went to his mother's house with his child for a custodial visit. The next day, we understand father and grandmother had a fight. Officials believe the father left with the toddler.
Me and him had a conflict. I'm in my room. My cousin told me that my son took the baby. I went downstairs to chase him. He was gone.
The baby.
She kind of sounds what's Caribbean. The grandmother, she kind of sounds I can't think of the word right now. I'll get it in a second.
His 17-year-old mother says she too had no idea where her child was. Flash forward to Sunday,
Jamaican. Couldn't think of it.
June 8th. Almost a month later, the teenage mother says she saw the father and confronted him. He reportedly responded by pulling a knife.
Oh, thank you. It's me, Jen. I appreciate that. If you haven't read Justin's community post, please do. Thank you, love. I just wanted to thank you guys. I know creators never take the time out to thank you guys. They just expect. And I just want you guys to know that I love you and I really do appreciate you all.
But the haunting words he used proved far more cutting. The father allegedly claimed he threw his own child into the river. Police were called. The father was taken into custody. Divers dispatched. Why the month-long delay for help? The grandmother says she reached out to the police immediately.
I went to the precinct. They didn't help me.
We're still investigating all actions, the actions of the dad, the actions of officers who responded. But right now, our goal is to try to find the child.
The 20-year-old father has not yet been criminally charged. Authorities say he's refused to tell detectives and family court what happened to his toddler. In the Bronx, Lucy Yang, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
So we're going to kind of stay on top of this. I want to show you this. We have a live scheduled for Travis Decker next in just a few moments. And we're going to be talking about Travis Decker waiting for a press conference coming on. And we're about an hour out from the press conference.
For 2-year-old Montrell Williams with the NYPD returning to the Bronx River said
you threw your child over your deceased child after, it's one thing oh my God, I get so mad. It's one thing for you to unalive your child. It's another thing to desecrate their remains once you unalive them and threw them into a river like fish bait. What is wrong with people? What is wrong with people?
sending in dive teams for a third day. Meanwhile, missing person flyers are posted at the Hunts Point apartment building, where police say the toddler was left.
Thank you so much, Ashley. I really do appreciate your love. Thank you so much for your support. Love you to pieces. Yes, it is, Hanky.
Last seen on May 10th with his 20-year-old father.
Montrell was out hard.
His step-grandfather, who didn't want his face on camera, shared the family is devastated. Police sources say the mother went to family court on May 30th, claiming she couldn't get a hold of her son's father. She again contacted authorities after allegedly having a confrontation with the father Monday, which left her fearing for her son's safety. Police say the father is in custody, charged with custodial interference, and is a person of interest in the disappearance of the...
Like I said, now he has already been arrested. And now that they have little Montrell's body, they'll be doing an autopsy, and then after that we'll know. I'm sure there will be arrest of homicide and all of that. So there's that. Oh, thank you, Angel. Thank you so much, dear. You met our goal. Thank you so much. I appreciate you very, very much, Angel. You received one of those pearl necklaces. Make sure you thank our dear Angel. Very kind of you. I love you to pieces, dear. Thank you so much for your support.
The child. NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch says part of the investigation is an internal review on how this case has been handled.
We are looking into the initial reports to the police department and of the missing child and how those were handled. But I want to be very clear. The NYPD takes any case of a missing person very seriously.
Bringing you back out live here, you can see.
I believe that they were live whenever they found his remains.
The police boat here on the water. We also asked Mayor Adams about this. He says the city is leaving no stone unturned and still unraveling exactly what happened. The search continues.
All right, so there we have it. Guys, I will keep you up to date on this, and we'll continue to talk about it. Guys, please join me over doing another live stream right now. We're talking about Travis Decker, who unalived tragically his 3 children, oldest one being 9 years old. There is a press conference coming up. We got a lot to talk about over there. No search is going on for with the phone. The family fighting for a subpoena. Law enforcement has his phone. Oh wow, Panda. Panda, can you message me if you got my number? All right, let's go to the other Pearl live. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys in just a few seconds. Love you.